Hello there folks, it is TIJ Gaming and welcome to part 45 of our Neil Robertson Pro career on Snooker 19, and today we are playing against Stuart Bingham in one of the most prestigious tournaments of the Snooker campaign. That is the Dafabet Masters. Now Robertson has won this before. He won this in 2012 and as a result of that made sure he had the Triple Crown and is only one of 11 to do that, and that's quite an amazing achievement. But today we go up against Bingham, who has never really cut it in the Masters. He's got to a decent stage but never got to the final, anything like that. But Bingham is more than respectable. Now last time out, I love this Hall of Fame now, not the Hall of Fame, sorry, the trophy cabinet. We have a trophy in there. We have the Scottish Open. Last time out we won the Scottish Open against Mark Selby. We qualified for the German Masters despite what that says. And I can't remember who we've got in the last 32, but not to worry for the moment because today we are going into the Dafabet Masters. Now, I think that we need to make sure we don't have any complacency. Obviously, we want to play exactly how we played against Mark Selby. That was a really tough match, and I think with the huge, just the mass of this tournament, that we need to be on the ball because I don't think Bingham's going to make that many mistakes. As I said, with the not the complexity, but what am I looking for? The magnitude, that's the word. The magnitude of the Dafabet Masters. I mean, just look at that arena. Even though there's barely anybody there, but we'll gloss over that. It's a huge tournament, no doubt. And to go on and do well in this would be fantastic. Equally, we could get beat by Stuart Bingham straight away. But it's only a best of 5 here. Of course, the last match we played was a best of 7. So I'm wondering if we get to the Masters final, whether that'll only be a best of 7 as well. Possibly. But anyway, Bingham's made his break. Is there a little starter? No, there's not. We can't even get to that red. That's a little bit of a shame. And to be fair, he's made a good break here. Now, you'll notice when we first play a ball, there's something different about us. So you might see that fairly quickly. And there you go. We've got the lavender waistcoat on that we won last time out. We've got the lavender waistcoat. I think we've got lavender trousers. Basically, we've got a full suit jacket. Not suit jacket, a full suit and trousers of lavender. I thought I'd rock that. I thought I'd rock that look. Really nice opening red. In fact, Robertson who's got to wear it. Not me. I certainly wouldn't wear lavender. But Bingham does take the first red. We did leave one on, and now here he goes. Can he make a frame-winning break? That would be devastating for us. I think the best opponent we played was Selby last time out. And also, quick thank you to all of you that came into the premiere on Wednesday. You all really seemed to enjoy it, those who were there. And we had a good chat. So, it's definitely something that I'm more than happy to do in the future. If we get to an appropriate stage. It's quite a good one. Especially for me to watch back. But, focusing on this game now. Only 11 from Bingham. And he just missed that. That was a bit of a clanger, wasn't it? Now, I fancied this red, but this red gives us a brilliant opportunity to get into the rest of the reds. Play with some top, make sure we got the speed to get out of there, and not nestle ourselves within the reds. And there you go. It's not a bad split. It'll certainly do. 3 or 4 reds into play now. But as I said, we need to play exactly how we played against Selby. Bear in mind, in the first frame against Selby, we took a, what was it now? It was a 126 break. It was our highest break. So something like that wouldn't be bad, I suppose. But let's just focus on getting a few balls potted first before we get all arrogant like that.
That's a tremendous pot.
But now we have lost the burden of not winning a title. I just think that I feel anyway a lot better, a lot more comfortable in my ability, and because I won a tournament, I just know that we ain't half bad at this game. That being said, we've left ourselves with a little bit of a struggle here. It's going to have to be the brown.
Well, it goes.
And this is tight. But it'll drop.
Oh, fabulous shot.
And to be fair, we've got very good position as a result. It was kind of just play and hope shot, that was. Not particularly a positionally fancy shot. But it was a bit of a play and hope. And we've not done badly out of it. Got to pot this, though. It's there. Oh, that's not good. That's not good. Now, oh, I hate it when it does this. They still haven't fixed this, the developers. I'm going to guess the yellow. Got no idea if we can get through to it, and we can't. That's just annoying. It'd be so much better if you could look at the table before you did it. To be fair, there aren't any balls we can get to, is there, because of that stupid red. So we're just going to have to play off the cushion. Well, I mean, we're not going to get to that on the cushion, are we? So Can we play with some swerve? I don't think we really can. Not enough anyway from this position. So I think we're just going to play it up the table. He might get us to play it again, but you never know. He might be stupid enough for us not to play it. A lot of the AI either force you to continue, or they play on from there. Might put us back though. No, he's continuing on, so there we go. We lost the 4 points, but Bingham's decided to play on. Whether he wants to get us in more trouble or not, well, he's just missed the red. And he's hit the brown.
Contact with the brown. Not intended,
ouch.
But a foul nonetheless.
Well, it's come full circle, hasn't it? This has really. Force continue. Certainly nothing to pot here. See if he actually hits this time, and he hasn't again. Very nearly hits the pots the cue ball as well. Retake that from there. Yeah.
Let's see what he settles for.
Force continue. He'd have easily hit it, and he hasn't hit it again. Oh. Well, this isn't going well for Bingham. From what started for a problem for us, it's now Bingham who's the problem.
Neil Robertson, 4.
Oh, we've forced him to continue rather than retake. Ah, well, he'll hit this, I can imagine. Yeah, he has. Should have probably forced him to retake that, but there's only a certain amount of time to suppose you can make a man's misery.
He'll be playing safe from here.
But funnily enough, most of the points from this frame haven't come from pots. It's from safety and fouls. But we've opened one up there for Bingham, I think. Yep, we have. There's plenty of space there. That's a fairly easy pot. And now he's back on the table as he was before. So let's see what he can do from here, what impact he can have. But already he's out of position. Odd that was. Whether that was an intention to get us into trouble, I'm not really sure. We'll have to see.
Stuart Bingham, 6.
It could have been a very good ball. But no, we can get out of this.
This shot depends on perfect pace.
Oh, bit too much, I think. Might be okay, actually. He can get to that red. It'd be pretty dangerous, I think, from there. It's a pretty tight angle, but if anybody can do it, I suppose it's a player like Bingham. Scrappy first frame, though. We tempted him, but he didn't really go for it. Well, unless he either went for it and completely butchered it, or he didn't go for it. Make up your own mind there.
If he underhits this, it could end badly.
Right, we don't hit the black on the way back. No, we don't, and that's a very, very, very nice fin safety. Back up the table. The pink blocks most of the balls. Can't get to the outer red, so he's just going to have to go for this side by the black. Oh, he's gone for a pot. Oh, he went for that, didn't he? Blimey. Opportunistic much. Cagey first frame this is. Oh, we didn't want to hit that red on the way back. The one red's covered by the blue, but this one near the middle of the table, quite close to the pink spot. Not the closest, but the one above those two reds. It's pretty much a straight pot. But he's missed that. I don't know what he was playing there. Whether he's tried to get us into trouble, I'm really not sure, because he hasn't, to be honest.
He's playing for the right corner here.
And if that was what Bingham was trying to do earlier, well, we give him a little bit of a lesson on potting. But I won't insult Bingham, he's a very good player.
We know what a
We'll probably miss this now.
Is, so I'd assume he'd
Looks
take
okay. Again, it's like with the other players. We only really miss if we have to play something either really awkward or at pace at the end of the day.
He's aiming for the left corner here.
Or at a tight angle. I jinxed that, didn't I? I thought that wasn't going to go in. I shouldn't have really played it.
Neil Robertson.
But at the moment, it's all a bit frazzled because both players aren't playing very well. There's been a few balls potted, but no serious break made. So it's going to be the player who actually gets a grip and makes a decent break here that's going to win this first frame.
4.
But with only 5 reds left, it's very low scoring.
Not the quality you would expect from a player of his
Wow.
skills.
He's missed that. It's disappointing.
Bingham, 5.
Doesn't leave us in the best position, but it's possible. Nice. The issue is now a lot of balls are off the table, really.
Playing this with plenty of power.
Play the green with plenty of power, then hopefully it comes back down the table. Yeah, it's nice. Ah, we didn't want to hit on the yellow.
Lost position here.
Oh, that's annoying.
4.
I do fancy that nick on the red. I really do. It should be safe, should it not go in?
A little more challenging.
Oh, it's there. Great pot. It would have been safe anyway if it hadn't have gone in, because it's covered by those 2 balls.
5.
But the problem is now there's not much we can really do. Give that sort of shot a try.
He's lining this up into the left centre pocket. That's a great pot.
He's queuing.
Just tap the 2
extremely well
colours.
7.
Oh, we can get to this red. That's nice then. It's worked out well. I'm going to try and hit this pink and black. Actually, at that angle, we're going to struggle. Yeah, we might as well go for it.
It's half a chance, but a chance nonetheless.
Good pot. And there we go. We separated those 2 balls. We needed to do that.
Just look at
Now,
that
can we play the blue up the table? Potentially, but it's a bit of a risk.
8.
We could just play a safety, I suppose. Get just behind the blue.
If he
Hopefully
plays this shot
snooker him.
well, he'll have his opponent in a spot of bother.
Oh, you idiot.
I think he may have got away with it.
Didn't play that near hard enough. Luckily, he won't punish us that much.
Foul and a miss.
But a silly mistake.
Robertson, 8.
No, he won't punish
Stuart
us that
Bingham,
much, but
4.
play up to this. Oh, we not missed it again,
Bonus
have we?
points, and that could be costly.
We're just giving away too many
Foul,
points
miss.
here. Just by trying to be
Bingham,
too fine. Well, there was no worry of Bingham doing that there. That was stupid. He practically got us in his pocket.
Aiming for the right centre here.
Very odd shot from Bingham, but I'm not going to complain. Oh, I thought the black was going in then.
1.
Get to it this time, though. That's nice. That'll do. Don't get snooker behind the blue. Right, this last red. It's been a very unorthodox frame. But 12 ahead, though, at the moment. 13 ahead, of course, if this red does go. Oh, where's the cue ball? The trajectory looks pretty close to this middle pocket. Oh,
9.
life saved. Right, might as well go for this green to give good position for the black. Ultimately, it's about giving... Oh, actually... Did I say black? Good position for the black, possibly. I think, yeah, we're going to have to go for the brown. What on earth? Oh, no. Oh, you idiot. I have played some stupid shots this frame, but that just eclipses everything.
Foul
It was on the jaw, wasn't it? There was no way it was going to get to that brown.
Stuart Bingham, 4.
It's half a chance, but
I literally
chance
said at the start, didn't I? We need to make sure we play exactly like we played against Selby. Well,
This should be
we're playing the
pretty
opposite of that here. We need to get into focus.
5.
It's only because we're playing making so many mistakes that Bingham's benefiting. Yes, he's got to pot the blue and the pink. But that should be pretty easy. Pink made a little bit harder.
And in it goes.
Great queuing there.
14.
But that's the first frame for Bingham. And that's not really what we wanted. Very poor start from us.
20. And the first
Not
frame,
good enough.
Stuart Bingham.
That might give us a kick up the backside, potentially. It might be the lavender jinx, but I doubt that. Can't blame it on the lavender.
Build more pressure on his opponent in this frame.
Thank you. The second frame, Neil Robertson to break.
Get that back up the table. Nice. It's in bulk. But as I always say, there's always a gap.
Well, it goes.
And
Half
there
a
is.
chance.
He's been given a starter. We just need to work on our breaks, I think. Because we always leave one.
That split is not bad at all. Great.
And he's made a pretty decent split there.
8.
Well, that's right out of the
He'll
top.
certainly have a good head start. In theory, he should take the black, screw back for the red that's next to
What
it.
can he do here?
Take another black. That's at least 25 points.
16.
Oh, that's a lovely shot.
17.
Might go for the pink, perhaps. No, black it is.
24.
Not an easy one, but
No,
a
it's
half
not
chance.
easy, is it? Oh, well, he's missed it.
And he's
He
missed
might have
that.
just tapped the pink on the way through, or equally, he might have just misjudged it.
This is a potential route back into this frame.
Definitely. I totally agree with that. We've been way off it so far, so to get back into this frame would be a lucky one. Try and tap these
We're
reds.
looking to get back into the frame here.
There we go. Split them a little bit.
They're lucky if he's
If there's any opening, that'd be fantastic. Yes, there's one next to the black. It's all about praying that you make one opportunity. Oh, will it go still? Oh, it's horrifying. Pink's had to go on the black spot. Because the black's not on its spot. Oh, no way. Easy pot that would be usually. But I don't have too much confidence that I'll go. And playing side, etc. isn't really going to change that. It looks pretty good, doesn't it? But, again, I wouldn't fancy it.
He
Now,
won't
does
want to
this one
admit
go?
this.
I think this one had hit the other one on the way through. Yeah, it would. So, middle pocket it is then. This could be a danger within itself. No, missed it.
No, not this time.
Well,
Close, but a miss nonetheless.
honestly, the way we're playing, we could be facing a very early exit from the Masters here.
He's playing the
After
pocket.
jubilation at the last tournament. Just need to focus.
1.
That's a great pot from Bingham.
Stuart Bingham.
And now he's tried to get us into some trouble. I'm just checking he's not played that badly and that we can get to the red. We actually can, I think. Just. I'm going to go for the red. Because I think we can get to it.
He needs to be wary of underhitting this.
It's there. He's been mugged.
Who would
Bingham
have
has
that?
been mugged,
Truly
but,
remarkable shot.
you know, he might win the long-term battle. So I'll be very careful about saying, well, Bingham's been mugged.
Good chance to get a foot in the door here.
Trying to get to this red on the cushion because it seems the most viable option at the moment. The long pot up the table. And that's pretty well screwed back, to be fair. And screw back for the black. Nice and
So,
straight.
long
Shouldn't be
reds
any
in the
problem
corner
with
pocket.
this. Good pot.
Great queuing there.
9.
Just going to have to hit and hope a bit
Opportunity to get
here.
back into the match.
There's that red that's up the table, so we can have a look at that. Looks good to me.
This is really tricky.
Just going to play with a little bit less power, just so if we're a little bit inaccurate, at least hopefully we've got potentially the benefit
What a
of the
beautiful pot that is.
pocket being a bit nicer.
17.
Brown now. Nice and
He's lined this one up to
nice
the
and
middle pocket.
hard.
In
But that
it
gets the
goes.
cue ball moving.
He's right on
Ideal.
top of his game at the moment.
21.
Probably been our best break so far, this has. I really wish that could be a joke, but it's not.
Well, he's taking it on to the left corner.
Good pot.
That's a top shot.
Straight on the blue. That might be a bit of a problem actually coming up for a next red, but
22.
just screw back, see what happens.
I'm pretty sure that's not the position he was intending.
It's not the position, correct.
27.
Is that touching? I would say it is. Don't think there's any chance of that going without being affected by the pink. As if it does go. It does.
Into the right corner.
But I think this is going to hit the pink. Is it worth going for?
Safety shot here.
Yeah, I must have collided with the pink. So now Bingham gets another chance.
Neil Robertson.
Sometimes it might have just been better to play the safety there.
1.
That being said, he's not done too great himself there. Where's the cue ball? Oh, he has gone in off.
There. He'll be
Bingham, Bingham, Bingham.
Foul.
Oh, you should have not done that, pal.
Neil Robertson.
Ouch.
Let's see what he decides to do after that foul.
Can't get to this red. Or can we? Think we can just about. Could be a big shot in the context of the frame, this.
He doesn't want to overhit it.
It's there. Now we've left a few more reds on, but the problem is the black and the pink are like blooming soulmates here. They just keep coming together. Don't want to go away from each other.
He's an expert long
Again, this
potter
should be
and
okay,
he's
but it's a
taking
bit of a
this
risk, I suppose. No, it's there.
Quality cueing there. Really good.
6.
Unfortunately, we've got to screw
on.
back for the
Left corner
blue,
pocket.
because the pink and the black just aren't in play.
Great
Which
cueing.
makes this a lot harder to achieve now. But nevertheless, I suppose it's okay. I mean, this is a tricky shot. Really is. Oh.
The long pot's on.
Just
and
go
he's
for
going
it.
for it.
Actually, a little bit that way. Again, there's not too much power. It's got to be unlucky for this not to go in. And it's a straight pot. Great stuff. Hopefully this doesn't screw too much. Obviously going for the straight-ish pot on the red. Yeah, it's there. Nice. Good stuff. Such a pain that pink and black isn't really available.
13.
Yeah, I'm trying to think what we can do now. Not going to react like that, is it? So, I suppose we try and take the blue again, and then just screw back. Of course, got to get the angle right though, bind. Let's have a look from the. I know from this side, obviously that red won't go in. If we get this side, will this red go past the colours and the other red? Yes. Okay, it's not too much of an issue then in the end, actually. Got to get this right though. Bingham's just lurking, watching us.
Taking the pot on.
Oh, that's going to be wide. Ah, I knew that as soon as I hit it. And we played that pretty much exactly how we wanted to as well for the next ball. That's the heartbreaking thing. Bingham can bring this back. He might fluff this. Nah, of course he wasn't going to.
1.
Right. Only saving grace now that this pink and black are a little bit of a bother. But a great, fantastic positional shot. I said we shouldn't be complacent against Bingham. He's played well. Gotta play the... Oh, he's going to play the yellow. Interesting, but he's missed it.
Close.
And that is a very bizarre shot. And I think we could just get away with this frame.
7.
Great opportunity this.
Because we only need a few balls now. Ah, it's overscrewed a bit. But again, still achievable for a pot. This, if we pot it, that is, will put us 24 ahead with 25... No, 22 left on the table. So this is frame ball. Not that confident, but it looks okay.
Well played.
Great pot.
Made more difficult due to the rest being used.
Now, of course, the frame's not over till it's over, so we're going to try and play the brown, the blue, and then the frame will probably be over. And I'm not interested in trying to play that pink and black. To make a fool of ourselves there. I suppose we can get this for the middle and see if we can work our way down the table. It's about as good as we're going to get. Good shot. Hopefully the ball doesn't go in. But it's the wrong ball we've released, really. Could have done with the pink up there and the black down here.
14.
Give it a go, though, can't we?
He's taking this on.
Looks pretty good to me. Great
Well,
pot.
that's a top quality shot with the red.
A little bit skewy on the black, but I think you can excuse that, given the shot we played just there.
Tricky pot coming up.
And this will secure the frame, and there we go.
That's a
So,
fabulous pot.
one each now. Solid stuff. Now into the third frame.
And the
I think
frame.
someone's going to take advantage here, I would say.
Well played to take that
Well,
frame.
I don't say that sarcastically, because yes, someone will take an advantage, but what I mean by that is that I think someone will start to play properly here, because the first two frames have been dodgy to say the least. I mean, look at Robbo rocking that lavender.
Stuart Bingham to break.
Fantastic. Grey waistcoat, though, doesn't do him too well, with that anyway. To be fair, Bingham's one of very few AI that doesn't leave a pot on at the break. Unbelievably, he's left a lot of balls
He's playing the
out in the open, but he's been very crafty in making sure he's got the placement right to avoid any sort of positional shot on a red, which makes it very tricky for a player like me to avoid any position that he can get. But it was his break, he mastered the break, and he's going to reap the rewards, I'd say, short term anyway. Would have gone for the pink, mate, and he's missed the blue. I would have gone for the pink if it was available. I presumed it was, don't see why it wouldn't be.
He's looking to pop this into the left corner pocket.
So let's fight back then. It was a great break,
No issues there.
and it was very, 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 very much short-term benefit for Bingham. Them two block each other a bit, don't they? So say if we were there. Is there a route through? There is if we're there, isn't there? Yeah. Okay. Let's see how we go about this. So pink's there. Too far up, I'd say. There might still be a gap, I suppose. No, there's not. Gotta play the safety then. Oh, where's this cue ball? This does not look good. Really doesn't look good. It's going to go in the pocket. It's going to go in the pocket.
There was always a risk of a foul there.
What a disastrous shot, but he's letting us play on.
Stuart Bingham 4.
What on earth? Touching ball? Why does he let us play on here? Because there's a clear pot that's on.
Into the left corner pocket.
I'm going to roll with it, but that is a very bizarre choice to let us play on there, Bingham.
Wonderful pot. Outstanding effort.
Foul. Stuart Bingham 4.
Oh, this is
Chosen
weird.
to play on here. He'll be playing safe here.
Foul for a push shot. Because it was called touching ball. It just wasn't touching ball there, was it? So that, I think, is a bit of a problem in the code, perhaps. Very bizarre. I've never had anything like that happen to me before.
He's lining this one up.
No, I can't see any rule that defends that decision.
Nicely done.
1.
I'll stand to be proven wrong, though, by you guys. But I think that's a bit baffling myself.
So, this pot into the right corner.
Now, it's a tight angle, but it's the only red we can really go for, so... Red into middle. I don't really fancy it, but it's worth a go. Yeah, we've missed it. I don't know why we play those sort of shots. It's stupid, really. When it's the big matches,
Not really the
my inner
result we'd
conscience
after.
beats the heart.
Neil Robertson 6.
Well, he's taking it on.
I'm thinking, oh, go on then, we'll go for it, but... Really, I shouldn't. And in the bigger matches, we don't go for those shots. So why do we do it now? I don't get it. Very frustrating. But I think he's run out of position here.
8.
Yep, so he's just playing a safety. Oh, no. No. Oh, I thought he was going to pop that then, the cheeky git. Wow. Okay.
Very well judged shot there.
That is not a bad shot at all.
Bingham, 8.
That is unbelievable, in fact. There is no way in hell that we are going to swerve out of that one, I don't think. It's green or brown that side. See if we can swerve it this side. Don't think we can. No, there's not enough swerve. So, soft shot. Let's just hope it's damage limitation here.
He doesn't want to play this with too much pace, or he could leave his opponent
Well,
on.
this is too powerful. And it's missed everything anyway. Wow. Oh dear. We're really not playing well here. And again, I don't understand why. We're getting... it might be a momentum thing. That being said, the first frame in a final, we did a 1-2-6.
Stuart Bingham, 4.
But he's missed the red as well. And he's potted the red. I mean, I said in this frame, didn't I? Someone will take the advantage and take the initiative to do so.
Robertson, 4.
But both players have played awfully.
Well,
To call this...
playing on
oh,
here.
not again. I don't know what I'm supposed to do here. Play away from the red? Of course, I can't snooker him.
He'll be
But this
playing
just must be a glitch in the code. 'Cause it shouldn't be like this.
Foul and a miss. Stuart
Well,
Bingham,
I don't get that.
He's elected to play
If
on.
you're touching ball, you've got to play away from it and hit the cushion. But unbelievably, Bingham's missed that red again. Christ. Yeah, I don't know what's happened there. It's got to be a glitch of some kind.
Nicely onto the green.
Nicely onto the green. What planet are you on?
He's playing this into the right centre pocket.
Oh, I positioned that perfectly.
5.
But we hit the yellow on the way.
He's got to be careful not to underhit this.
Literally hitting this as thin as possible. And that's not even safe. Unbelievable.
Neil Robertson.
What a match. What a crazy one.
Tricky pot, no doubt.
He's going for the pot. Don't know who'll get on.
That's
He's
a
potted
really
it.
good
Not
spin.
much of a
This
surprise
is
there.
a real opportunity.
1.
This needs to be played at the right pace.
8.
What a fabulous pot that is.
I'm not going to say I think Bingham's got this wrapped up, because anytime I say that, he goes and misses the next shot.
9.
But I think he's got a good stronghold on this frame now.
Stuart Bingham, 14.
Oh, it's embarrassing, isn't it? And honestly, is the commentator's curse I have is terrible. I say they're not going to miss, they miss. I'll probably call a pot and then they miss the pot. Right, yeah, we are on for a colour. I'm just checking. I'm just trying to think how we're going to get back to these reds. Again, there's nothing on, is there? So it's going to have to just be pot the pink, take the 6 points and just play a safety.
Half a chance.
But it might be
here.
worth getting back to a similar position we are now, actually. Need this pink to drop. It does.
7.
And just touch these as lightly as possible and get behind the black. It's a pretty thin cut, if I say so myself. The right half of that bunch is blocked off now because of the black.
Neil
So it's
Robertson,
effectively should just be an up the table shot.
Very important with this shot.
But a pretty thick one and way too powerful, I would say, unless he's got a snooker. Wow. We're not far from getting
That's
out
what
of
he was
that, are we?
after. Nicely played.
With that swerve. unbelievably close, that, isn't it? Frustrating because you all know I hate getting out of these. It usually ends badly.
This shot depends on perfect pace. He'll be conscious of not under-hitting the cue ball here.
Oh dear, we hit the black first. Admittedly, that meant we hit the red, but it didn't matter. We'd had an illegal contact. It's the worst ball to make illegal contact with.
Not really the result he was after.
I just can't get over this episode following the Selby one. I think it's all about form, it really is. And confidence
Nicely
equally.
positioned for the black.
Got plenty of that.
1. 8.
Be a bit of a travesty though, wouldn't it, if Bingham didn't take this frame now? So how has he
Stuart
missed
Bingham,
that?
8.
You feel like he has missed that purposefully. 'Cause that's dreadful. Got to be careful though here, because we can leave the red on. We'll just try and tap it in ourselves. That's the best thing for us to try. We've got quite a deficit, we might as well give it a go. And it's dropped.
More than a half chance, but he made it look simple.
Well, there you go.
Great stuff.
That ain't bad.
1.
Got to give this a good whack, see what we can do with these reds.
Good split. That's really
And here we go. Oh, I'm back focused in the chair now. We've got a chance.
This should be straightforward enough.
Good red.
8.
Followed up with a black. Another red. And then I think the pink, but then I don't know what we can do about these other two reds, to be quite honest. I think I've got a bit of an idea. Need to get this red though
Taking
first.
this on to the right middle.
It's dropped.
Beautiful.
16.
Now I'm thinking black. And then just hopefully pop off the cushion. And the one that sticks out the cushion a bit more should be okay. That's not great. Could have hit it a bit further up the table and gone for this one. I think that's what we're going to have to do now. Like a blind shot at this.
He's tempted by this red. That's really
Yeah,
close.
2 times he's just
Not quite
lucky.
close enough.
But equally, it might be a bit
Robertson, 23.
too far away from the cushion to be
It's
safe.
off into the right corner.
Yeah, he's potted it.
1.
I was just going to say that, yeah, it might be tight enough to the cushion for us to get away with it, but it's not. And so Bingham's going to go for the red. He'll then take the black, and that'll put him 17 ahead with 27 remaining, but he's having to think about this. I don't know why. Don't know what's making the difference here. So the red's dropped, as planned. Now I would guess he'd probably go for the... Oh, okay, the pink. I'd have gone for the blue.
8.
Just getting that area up the top of the table, but he's going to try and get there anyway.
Bad. I wouldn't say it's perfect.
Yeah,
14.
what Hendon
Colours
said.
to go.
But he's going to pot this, isn't he? Excellent.
That's an absolutely outstanding pot.
Just needs the green
Couldn't have played that any better.
and the brown.
16. 19. 20.
That's frame 3 to Stuart Bingham. We've got to perform one of our famous 3-2 comebacks
34.
to stay in the Daffabet Masters, one of the biggest tournaments of the year. It's all well and good you're winning the Scottish Open,
And now the frame is his.
but the Masters is a lot more meaningful than that. Now, let's try a different approach. I've never broke off from this side.
To the 4th frame. Neil
Feels
Robertson
weird,
to the
actually. But if we're going to take a new approach, we might as well do it now. Got that as far up the table as possible. Hope it's covered by the blue. Probably won't be, but it won't give him much of a start.
He's taking this on.
Yeah, it is. We've got to get our breaks better than that. But then there is the chance like that the player will miss it. But I think we could probably pot this.
He's looking at this red.
Go on, go on. Yes, good pot.
Red.
And we have our starter.
1.
But to be honest, I don't think the main's going to be that big. Might be about 5 points worth. Although, we can hopefully hit these reds. Don't see any problem with missing this blue, whatever power it's played up, as you can see.
Well, he lost control of the cue ball there. He'll be annoyed with that.
6.
Fair comment. Can have a look at the bottom. Just see if we put it down by the cushion, if anything will go. So pretty much straight pot. So about sort of this area. Now the black should cover that one. So yeah, we should be pretty safe if we play this sort of shot. Oh, that's a bit of a sneeze from me. Apologies. Oh, I knew it was going to come at some point.
Not an easy one. But
How could you miss that one, Toby? But unbelievably, Bingham has missed that one.
Pretty close though, but that won't provide any solace.
Unbelievable. Wow. He's missed the red, and it's almost like he's done that on purpose again. But I fancy this red.
Not easy with the rest.
Oh, it's too far away.
And he's missed it.
And being 2-1 down, that is a very, very, very silly decision to make. Really is. He'll pot the red, of course. No problem with that. But he's missed the yellow, and the way Bingham's playing today, it's frustrating, Snooker. I think I'm going to start calling it.
He's going for it. Tremendous pot. Brilliant.
Oh, how could we with that power and not hit any of the reds on the way back?
Ideal position.
It's quite unbelievable, really.
1.
Right. Brown. Let's try this.
No more than half a chance here.
It's there.
Brilliant.
And I think the red that's hanging out a bit should
Position looks very
be
good
okay to be
here.
potted.
He's played that very well.
5.
Whoops, trying to get a decent position on there. Black, that's all. Equally want to make sure it goes in the pocket. Be pretty embarrassing if it didn't.
Right corner.
It's overdone a bit, but we had to get the
That was.
red into the pocket, so
It's a
now we're on the
wonderful,
black.
Wonderful pot.
6.
Oh, this is a risk, but it's the only way we're going to get anywhere, I would say. Oh, the only ball we hit practically was the pink. Luckily, though, we have got one. And whether we've got lucky or what,
13.
it's pretty much a straight one. Well, I say it's pretty much a straight one. It's a lot straighter than I would have taken. In terms of it's a much better outcome than I thought it would be. And that's a pretty nice pot. But unfortunately, I think the black's covered. We might be far enough. No, we're far enough up the table to be okay. Bit of power on that to make sure it's nice and covered.
21.
Black now goes on the pink spot. So we need to really get out of this position.
Can't see any problems here.
Yep, get out of here. And I think probably take the blue.
22.
There's a few up that side of the table. Which are potable to the bottom, of course. Easy pot on the blue, no problem. Let's just focus now, because we need to win this frame. Even if we go out, I want to force a decider.
Well, he's taking the red on.
Good pot.
Great
Back
shot.
on for the blue.
And the cue ball has finished very nicely.
It has, hasn't it? Yes.
33.
Yeah, I thought that would go, so that's okay.
No real problem.
Max position will play a bit trickier, but it was the easiest red to take on, so... Ooh, interesting. Not the best positional play, but I reckon we can whirl this for the black. Oh no, it's an easier shot than I thought it would be, actually. It's quite welcome.
He's looking at the pot into the left centre.
7 points, an easy pot. Jackpot.
41.
Take this long one now. Screw back again for the blue. Again, this is a risk, because every long pot is a
More than
risk.
half a chance here.
But that's beautiful.
Brilliant shot.
He'll be happy with that.
I would bring the pink back, but there's too many issues, I think, with that at the moment. Bit of an experimental one here. I think we should be okay. Yeah.
47.
Right. Is there two choices or just the one? No, just the one. Nice and soft into here, and then just follow through for the bloom. Got to get the power just right there. Don't want to make an awkward shot next up.
And he missed that.
Equally, you've got to pot the ball, you dumbass.
47.
Ah. To be fair, decent break. You know, it was a 50 break,
1.
I think. Close enough anyway. So our strongest of the match is going to be tricky for Bingham to come back to that. We have to just watch him though. He's had to watch us for a bit. We fluffed that up. We were only a few shots really off securing the frame. But now we've just got to hope that he misses one.
19.
And with the way he's playing, it doesn't look
He's
that
playing the
likely.
right corner here. Tremendous spot.
20.
Oh, he's missed that. Oh, how has he not missed the blue? Jesus. Thought he'd missed the blue.
Nicely positioned for the red.
Could have played our last shot in the mass. I don't think I need to remind you guys of that.
26.
Just praying for a miss, and at the moment, it's not going to happen.
34.
Well, we take this to the colours.
41.
Not the best position, but I'm sure he can work something out of this. So he's 9 behind with 25 to play for. We have to see a mistake from Bingham, or else we're out. And pretty much any player can clear up from the colours, but clearly not Bingham today.
Of his quality.
Wow, that's a shocker, and we need to make him pay.
This should be fairly straightforward.
3.
Now this is a bit trickier than I thought it might be. But again, should be okay.
This is really tricky.
Great shot. Right. So I think all we need now is the blue.
7.
Just check the scoreboard, verify that. Yep, that is correct. So all we need, Bingham will be gutted. Well, I don't want to jinx anything, but if we do pot this, Bingham will be gutted to take it down to a decider, because he deserves this, but we should. Again, any other time I'd be confident in that, but I think it should just be okay.
Just the blue ball required here.
Yeah, it's going in. Great pot. And that forces a decider, I think.
And that
I mean, this
shuts the
happened
door
against
on his opponent in this
Ronnie,
fight.
and we butchered it, so I don't want to jinx
This
this.
isn't easy.
Pink's there, though. That definitely will force a decider now, so just play up to the black. And it will be 2 each.
18.
We love to do things the easy way, don't we? Oh no, he's left the black on. Now, unless I've gone blind, the scoreboard is okay for us to leave the black on, and there we go, it's 2 each. So, Bingham's break in his final frame.
Required to finish
One
off
of these
that
two players will go out.
opportunity.
Fairly obvious, that is, but
Frame. Stuart Bingham.
comes down to the battle of the frame. Just 1 frame to go. That's not the greatest break of all time. Now, go hard or go home, I think is the
Tricky
statement
fight
here.
coming up.
We did something similar to that in the break-off
He's
against
on
Selby.
position
Well, actually took 2 there. Did something similar to that in the break-off against Selby in the final of that match of the Scottish Open, and regretted it because we actually missed. This time we're regretting it for a different reason.
Pace is the
We've
key
potted
with this
it,
shot.
great. We've, you know, opened up lots of reds, but it's not going to really be for our benefit. What a silly decision that was. It all looked good, we got the pot, but ultimately the position was the worst possible.
1.
God, I hope Bingham makes a mistake. This was supposed to be the perfect frame.
7.
But then again, it's not the perfect frame from Bingham, actually. Pink's off,
He
black's
really
off,
doesn't
going to have to be
want
blue.
underhit this shot.
And it's a safety. Is it safe? No, it's not, I don't think.
Great shot. That's a really good safety.
I'm just going to query this.
7.
Sometimes the commentators do get it wrong as to how safe the ball is. Yeah, of course that red. Which one are we looking at? Actually, that's a good point. Oh, got to get down there. Let's just judge it from here, shall we? So, that red... it should go past the black. There's no reason why it can't. Just got to judge this right, I suppose. Not over-judge it, though. Just play it like we're playing a normal pot into that pocket. And there you go.
There.
Perfect. It was a good safety, but not good enough to get past me.
1.
Gonna have to take it. Oh no. Tricky blue when there's like a straight black. Plonker. Good shot. Now let's make sure it's perfect. Can't do anything about the past.
8.
Gotta get this right though now. Again, a little bit tricky on the black now, but should be fine.
So, this pot into the right corner.
Oh, why have we played that? We always get those wrong. Every single time. In fact, you can make a compilation of them.
9.
But luckily we don't leave anything on. We've used our get out of jail free now. But, well... I don't think Bingham already used
Not
his.
what he intended at
That's a
all.
shocker.
That's a poor shot.
But equally, that's a bit of a shocker as well. Tell you what, I don't think either of us, whoever gets through at present, isn't going to go anywhere in this tournament. It's been dreadful so far. I'm watching the amateurs.
This is no gimme.
And that's about the same. Goodness me, I don't know what's happening today.
1.
It's a tricky pot, I suppose, from there. But leaving it safe again, unbelievably. But that, not so much. Let's give this a go, eh?
No gimme.
Oh, bloody hell.
Tricky safety coming up.
Not a safety, mate.
Tremendous shot.
1.
This has been the most bizarre, crazy match of snooker I've ever played. Really is.
6.
I just don't get it.
Well, it goes.
Gone from winning a
Chance
final to just capitulating here, and well, so was Bingham.
close. He needed
Bingham
so
has
much
been
there,
dreadful.
didn't get it.
Stuart Bingham. 6.
Just try and make one right decision, but unbelievably, he practically left everything safe again.
Well, he's looking at potting this into the right corner pocket.
It is a tricky pot, but we've made these work before. It's just wondering whether it's worth it. We've played it, and of
Excellent
course
shot.
it was worth it. Oh, thank God for that. Bit of self-belief for once. We've had plenty of that throughout, but it's undermined a bit when you keep missing everything.
8.
It's okay. Black back on its spot.
This looks relatively easy.
It's all about damage limitation at times, really. taking as many points as you can possible, then just playing a safety. It's not all about these big century breaks.
He's aiming to sink this into the right corner.
Pink looks good, that's nice.
What a top shot that is.
Great technique, superb cueing.
50.
Yeah, it's got a little... can't really get much top on it without going way up the table, so... Give us a bit of power, bit of oomph. And luckily that one red's moved to give us a chance on the pink. We might be okay here. We might pull off an escape. Quite literally.
This won't be easy.
Still plenty of time to go though. You're telling me there's 4
That's a
reds
top
left?
shot.
Jesus. Wow.
Outstanding potting.
That just shows how bad we have been.
22.
But let's try and rectify that and show we have got a reason for being in the next round. Great pot. Nah, that's going to be too far, isn't it, for the pink?
23.
Oh, well, we have got a choice on our hands here, haven't we? It's basically equal distance to either pocket. If I played a safety, well, it's not really a safety, just play the bypass almost and get this on the cushion. Is he going to be brave enough at this stage to play a tight shot on the red? I think he would be, you know, actually.
He's going for it.
Shot for nothing, shot to nothing, I think, here. Nah, it's way off, but hopefully, yeah, we've covered it. That's fine. I mean, not completely covered a red pot. He could still go for this if he wants to be really ambitious.
Pace
I
is
don't...
key.
actually, he might, but now he's missed it. And even though he missed that, it's proved to be a good decision. Funny how things work like that. You could say it's luck,
Corner pocket.
but I kind of knew the player would muck it up, so
No
it's
problem
always
there.
worth taking your chances.
Really impressive cueing.
Now here comes a bit of an interesting one. We've got 2 reds up bulk. Not something I'm used to particularly. Let's go for the pink. Those are the only 2 reds left. Quite unbelievable,
He's
really.
aiming for the left corner here.
Oh, that's gone way too far.
Not ideal.
Correct.
7.
We have got quite a lead, to be fair. So I am going to be cheeky and try this into the middle. Might be a silly idea,
He's taking this red on.
but the way this has gone, nah, it's absolutely nowhere near.
So close, but he's missed it.
But luckily, I would argue, obviously the 1 red's out of bounds. That is a pretty tight one. If he pots this, fair play to him. Nah, he's missed it.
Close, but not quite.
So let's have our own go at that. There you go, it's there. Knock the black while we're at it. Right.
1.
I can't believe how we're going to... And I think we are now. I'm not going to jinx it, but I think we should be okay. I don't know how we're going to get away with this and get through. I really don't. The standard that we've played today has been shocking. And Bingham is so right to be so frustrated. But we're 37 ahead with 35 left.
This really
Take the red. It's all over.
What
And
a
there you go.
great pot.
Barring snookers, we always say that. Bar a mistake, barring snookers, etc, etc. It's all over. Not the best position for the yellow, admittedly.
12.
But it's not really going to matter. No hope of getting that off the cushion. But with a 41-point lead on Bingham, he might well play on.
Neil Robertson. 12.
Try and recover that 14 points, but he doesn't. And we have beaten Stuart Bingham. We've performed the comeback and beat him 3 frames to 2. Honestly, I don't know how. I really do not know how. Our highest break was 47. We got more points than Bingham. That was purely as an account of the last frame. We have really got to step our game up for the next one. Definitely. And who's it against? Could be any of the big players here. Let's find out. It's It's getting tense. Ooh. I think we've played everyone in the top 8 now. So it would be a rematch, however, and would you believe it? Okay, quarterfinals best of 7, so it might be best of 9 the final. Interesting. So 2 episodes needed probably for each of these matches. So yeah, the next episode will be out on Sunday. The quarterfinal of the Defabet Masters against Judd Trump. I could either do an edited version of 7 frames or best of 7 in 2 videos. I'll make that decision on Sunday. But if you've enjoyed that, even though that was probably the most infuriating thing to watch, it's certainly the most infuriating thing to play. If you enjoyed that, make sure to leave a like down below, comment if you enjoyed as well, and subscribe for snooker 4 times a week. But apart from that, I've been TIJ Gaming, and I'll see you all next time. Goodbye for now.